When it comes to implementing video at work, do whatever you want, but please, please don't mess up the corporate network. Let's talk about that some more on this edition of Hi, I'm Steve Vonderhaar, Senior Analyst with Wayne House Research, welcoming you to this edition of Strategies for Streaming Success, sponsored by Ramp. In this edition of Strategies, we're taking a look at the role of networking, specifically the importance of networking in fostering a successful enterprise video implementation strategy. And now, we all know that video is a great tool for business communications. It can be integrated and used in applications like employee training, town hall meetings, executive presentations, and other uses that create an engaging forum for individuals to convey their messages to others within their organization on a one-to-many basis. But it can be like a tree falling in a forest. If a tree falls in the forest and no one's around to hear it, does it really make a sound? If no one sees a video, does it really make an impact on day-to-day business? And that's why networking is so crucial for the implementation of a successful enterprise video rollout strategy. If people don't have good networking, they will not be able to actually watch the video that's being produced. They will not receive the benefit or the impact of that video communications. So let's go to the Wayne House Research Survey Center to take a look at exactly why enterprise video does require smart, good networking to be successful. The survey results we have here reflect that IT executives really are in a no-win situation when it comes to implementing video networking solutions. Obviously, as we talked about before, video has to get across the corporate network so that organizations can convey messages to employees on a reliable basis. But IT executives who are deploying these capabilities have to make sure that in doing so, that they do no harm to the corporate network. We call it the Hippocratic Oath of streaming, if you will. And reflected in these survey results, we asked how important is it for your organization to be able to distribute video without harming the corporate network, and what role does that play in your streaming technology purchase decision? 58% saying not harming the corporate network, very important. Another 29% saying it's somewhat important. So overall, you have a tough situation for IT executives. They have to figure out ways to get that video distributed in a limited bandwidth resource corporate network environment, but also make sure that they do nothing to harm the overall functionality of the corporate network that supports a broad range of business activities. So just how are we going to go about solving these video networking challenges? Well, here are some keys to think about. First of all, it's not just a capacity issue. You're not going to add raw bandwidth and automatically your video problems are going to disappear from a networking perspective. Rather, you're going to have to look at the implementation of tailored video distribution applications. Things like peer-to-peer capabilities, caching devices and caching solutions for local area networks, even leveraging multicast capabilities on some corporate systems. Each corporate network is going to be slightly different in its architecture, so there's no one-size-fits-all option that works for everybody. But by working in a variety of video distribution capabilities, organizations can get to a point where their network is better tuned for optimal video distribution. This can be tough to do, but really the only unacceptable option here is ignoring the problem altogether. If you're not getting your video networking house in order, your organization is not going to be able to leverage the power of video communications, or if people are using video on a poorly designed network, you're going to have bigger troubles on the corporate networking side. Of course, networking challenges are only one of the issues facing organizations that are implementing enterprise video. Wayne House Research recently teamed with Ramp to publish a white paper talking about the 5 basic truths for making video work better in your workplace. To access that white paper, just go to ramp.com/truths and you'll get access to a free copy. Thanks for joining us for this edition of Strategies for Streaming Success. Our thanks goes out to our sponsors at Ramp and to you for joining us for this presentation. Be sure to look for us online for another discussion of issues relevant to enterprise video next time on Strategies for Streaming Success. For Wayne House Research, I'm Steve Vonderhaar. Thanks for your time.